Bricks and Minifigs is your one-stop shop for all things LEGO. Hit the link below to find a store near you.
Justin Boverhof, I'm with WLUG. This is my first time displaying here, and this is my first ever Star Wars build, actually, that I've done.
So obviously you've chosen to tackle the iconic Hoth Battle here, which is just an amazing scene and lends itself to some really cool kind of different battle scenes and things. So starting inside this area, tell us what you've got set up here.
Well, I got the Millennium Falcon. I tried to capture a few scenes from the movie with Leia talking to the troops before they're going out. Tried to get all the background things going. Just tried to make it, movie accurate and just fun too. And yeah, I got the control room on the side here. That was kind of an afterthought. I had a lot of empty space I could fill. But yeah.
And you see lots of great lighting throughout this build. How did you incorporate that, and what types of lights do you use?
Yeah, I used brick loot, and it was kind of like an afterthought. I had it all built, and then my sister said, this would look really cool with lights in it. I was like, yeah, I guess it would. And so I had to, for the computers, I had to take down all the pillars to 3 bricks, and then I had to wire everything through it. It took a lot. I had to up-tile a lot of things, but I think it was worth it in the end.
And what do we have in the corner up here?
We have the ion cannon. That was kind of like an afterthought thing too. I was thinking because I wanted to have a square back, but I wanted to have the round in there. Because a lot of people do the Hoth just have it cut off on the back, and I kind of wanted to have it all enclosed. But I had that big empty space on top, and I wanted to do the ion cannon. So I thought, that's a perfect place for it.
And then as we make our way out here, are the doors operational? Is there playability here?
No, the doors are just stationary. I thought about doing operational, but it was my first time doing it. It's and also I have to get more black bricks. And I know it's just a few $20 here, $20 there, but it adds up. So,
how long is this whole build here?
This is 11 feet long. It's 39 10 by 10 base plates total.
Yeah. Very impressive. So we'll make our way out to the trench scene here then. There's a lot of chaos and explosions. What do you have set up here?
Yeah, I got all the troops in the trench. So I have all these hoses. That was kind of hard to keep them flat because I got to put the memory into them to shape them. And then I got the explosion here with the sparks coming from the hose. I thought that was a neat idea. And then the turrets and stuff were my build. And that was fun to play around with them and figure out how to build them. Especially the dish one. You only see it for a couple minutes, but I thought, I should probably put it in there.
And here we've got a little battle within the battle as they're working out some things.
Yes, that was also another thing my sister suggested, you should have a snowball fight. You're in the snow. It's okay, yeah, that would look cool too. So it's I found the new clear arch pieces, and I thought that's perfect for them throwing snowballs. And I also had the white shark in the corner there, and I only had one. I have no idea what to do with it. What do you do with a white shark? It's oh, I can put it in the snow.
And that brings us to the other side where you've got some explosions. I also love how you have the blasters kind of shooting out across the snow.
Yes. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. It's getting all those wires to one battery, going through underneath all those tiles is challenging. But yeah, it was fun.
How did you do these explosions here?
Well, I take their brick loot, so the lights are in bricks already. And so I just put them in there, and then I wrapped them around the explosion because there's so many wires. And I just went underneath the tiles, in between the base plate and the tile, to get it on there underneath it. So I didn't want to drill any holes or anything.
And then you've got, of course, a couple of AT-ATs here, different positions. So
yes,
how did you want to set those up? How did that work?
Yeah. Well, at first, I only have one AT-AT. This is my brother-in-law's. He lended it to me to use. It's from the older kind. It was kind of hard to keep it standing because some pieces were missing and things. So I thought it'd be the perfect position for it. But it was a lot of fun doing all the snow work to make it look like it fell, dragged the snow with it. I like doing all that with the footprints and everything. Just make it look like, the snow's doing what snow should do.
Exactly. This one here is still involved in the battle.
Yes. That was fun. Doing the footprints was fun. For the longest time, I had one footprint I had to do, and I made the footprint as soon as we were packing it up, because I was trying to figure out, okay, so it's walking, where are the footprints supposed to be? And so, yeah.
And then what's this scene, kind of final scene in the corner back here?
Yeah, here we have, that's the snow speeder, and it has a wedge in it. I didn't get Jansen, because he's like $90, but anyways. But yeah, I have him. He's the one who roped the AT-AT in the movie, the only one who actually roped one and brought it down. And so I have that, the rope on it. And I took the rope is off on that one to to show that it's off. And then we have the Wampa Cave in the corner there. And inside the Wampa Cave, I have a little skeleton and a treasure chest, and I like to put that in all my builds. That's just kind of like my signature. I started doing it with the first one.
I think one of the things that really stands out here with this whole build is the way you've done the snow. And so there's a lot of these tiles here.
Yeah.
What sizes and types of tiles did you kind of find worked well? How did you get those in such large quantities?
Yeah, well, I got them all from just LEGO Pick-a-Brick. And I found they had the 6x6 tiles, which I didn't really know existed. I knew they were in the castle set for the drawbridge. And I thought that's a really good way to take up a lot of space for a bit less money, and it also saves time too. So I used those, and then I got over 1,000 2x4 tiles, and then miscellaneous, the 1x2s, 2x2s, occasional 1x3s, whatever they had bestseller in stock, so I could get it in there.
And then with how long this whole build is, how does this travel to a show like Brickworld Chicago? How do you get this set up here?
Yeah, so most of it is the 10x10 plates. All of it is, except for the base, the doorway is that is 3 sections too. So when you pick it up, if I had it connected, I was afraid of it folding in on itself. And then the pillars and the back are just 3 base plates long, and those are 1 section.
Yeah. So you've tackled this as kind of one of your first builds here on display at a convention, which is very impressive. You're starting off very strong. Where do you plan to go from here, either with more Star Wars scenes or other types of themes? Do you have any hopes to tackle?
Oh yeah, I got so many ideas, so many things I want to do. I love Star Wars, and I love castle and fantasy. The next thing I've thought of doing was Minas Tirith from Lord of the Rings, because there's a lot of white in there. So I thought I would do that, but there's so many things I'm not quite sure exactly what I want to do next, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's fantastic. So I'm so glad you were able to bring this out to Brickworld Chicago, and I hope we see you again in future years and you continue to bring more builds out. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.